The studio was buzzing with energy. Fans lined up for hours, eager to witness a live interview with Meghan Markle. The Duchess turned Hollywood sensation. Cameras rolled, lights shone, and the chatter of the crew created a chaotic symphony. But behind the glossy smiles and perfect makeup, tension simmered like a pressure cooker. Meghan entered the stage, her expression polite but guarded. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos greeted her warmly, their smiles slightly strained. There was an immediate undercurrent of discomfort, one of those moments where you know something is about to snap. The producers had promised a candid, fun conversation, but it was clear Meghan was expecting tough questions. The first few minutes were harmless. Kelly asked about Meghan's latest projects, her foundation work, and even threw in a playful comment about Mark's cooking skills. Meghan responded with measured politeness, but her eyes betrayed a flicker of irritation. Something was off. Then Kelly shifted the tone. Meghan, people have been curious about the tension between you and the palace. Some say you've burned bridges. What's the real story? The studio fell silent. Meghan's jaw tightened. Her carefully rehearsed demeanor wavered. Mark leaned in, trying to diffuse the moment with a light joke, but it only made things worse. Meghan's voice, usually calm and composed, carried a sharp edge. I think it's time people stop twisting the story. The narrative you see in tabloids isn't the full truth. Kelly, sensing the tension, tried to smile it off, but the atmosphere had shifted. The audience felt it. The crew exchanged nervous glances. What started as a friendly interview was turning into a minefield, and everyone knew a spark could ignite a wildfire. As Meghan continued, her answers grew more pointed. Mark attempted to interject, but she cut him off mid-sentence, her tone icy. I'm here to speak my truth, not to dance around questions, designed to provoke me. The camera panned across the studio, silent, stunned faces. A low hum of whispers floated from the production floor. Something big was about to happen. Minutes later, the tension reached its peak. Kelly, usually composed and quick-witted, decided to challenge Meghan's narrative. Meghan, with all due respect, some critics say your public persona doesn't match your private actions. How do you respond? The audience collectively held their breath. Meghan's eyes narrowed. She stood abruptly, the chair scraping against the floor. The crew froze. Live TV doesn't wait for hesitation. And the energy in the studio turned electric, chaotic, unpredictable. Mark tried to step in, placing a calming hand on Kelly's arm. Maybe we should... Don't touch me! Meghan snapped, her voice echoing across the studio. Gasps filled the room. Kelly recoiled slightly but maintained her composure. We're just trying to understand your side. The tension escalated. Meghan's voice rose, her words sharp and precise, each syllable a strike. I came here in good faith, and now I see this isn't about dialogue, it's about headlines, ratings and spectacle. I won't participate. Suddenly, Meghan grabbed her bag, her movement decisive. The crew scrambled, whispering frantically into headsets. Cameras continued rolling, capturing every tense moment. Mark looked incredulous. Kelly's smile had vanished, replaced by a mix of shock and concern. As Meghan approached the exit, the director called over the intercom. Stand by. Live feed, keep rolling. The audience erupted into murmurs, some cheering, some stunned silent. In that instant, it was no longer an interview, it was a spectacle, a live confrontation that would dominate headlines for weeks. The clash wasn't just personal, it was symbolic. Two worlds colliding, the media, hungry for drama, and Meghan, determined to protect her narrative. As she exited, the studio felt the aftershock of her departure. Kelly muttered under her breath, I've never seen anything like that. Mark nodded, still frozen, realizing they had just witnessed a public unraveling. The moment Meghan left, the studio fell into uneasy silence. Cameras continued to roll, capturing the stunned faces of the crew and audience. Social media erupted instantly. Clips of Meghan's abrupt exit went viral within minutes. The hashtag #MeghanLiveDrama began trending worldwide. Backstage, producers huddled, whispering frantically. Legal advisors called in. Ratings analysts predicted a spike like no other. But amidst the chaos, a more pressing question lingered. Why had Meghan reacted so violently? Was it something Kelly said off camera? A misunderstanding? Or was there a hidden tension no one knew existed? News outlets speculated endlessly. Pundits dissected every frame of the live footage. Some praised Meghan for standing her ground. Others criticized the public outburst. But one thing was undeniable. The incident had an element of suspense, of mystery. Fans and critics alike were desperate for answers. In the days following, anonymous insiders hinted at off-camera confrontations, cryptic texts, and last-minute script changes. Rumors swirled that Meghan had discovered a question she considered a personal attack, triggering her decision to leave. Every theory added layers to the suspense. Kelly and Mark returned to the stage days later to address the incident. Their statements were measured, yet a shadow of unease remained. They hinted that not everything could be shared publicly, leaving the audience with an unfinished puzzle. The story of that fateful live interview wasn't over, it was just beginning. The world waited, captivated by the suspense. Would Meghan return? Would Kelly and Mark reveal the full truth? Or was the mystery meant to linger, feeding endless speculation and fascination? One thing was certain. This clash would be remembered as one of the most dramatic moments in live television history.